Hello again, Card It's RJ back with another video. Let's get to it. Gonna gonna kind of speak highly about my Phillies today. So everything you see will be a Phillies related item. I do that from time to time. Hope you don't mind. Um, Today's random Mike Schmidt item of the day is the 9 card Ted Williams insert set. It was a separate subset, not part of the base set. It was completely randomly inserted, 9 card set all of its own. And it just kind of featured 5 different poses of Mike Schmidt over the years, along with a Stars and Stripe theme kind of back. MS 1 through 9 was the numbering system. This was in '94 that the Ted Williams Company made this set, and it was right before Mike Schmidt was going to be voted into the Hall of Fame. He got voted in January of that year, and then inducted in August of January of '95, and inducted in July of '95. The ceremony, and this is simply a little 9 card set produced by Ted Williams Card Company, and ended in a checklist card, which itself was card number 9. And I have this in my PC. My random baseball item of the day, Phillies related of course, is a Larry Boa bobblehead doll. Check that out. This one is one of the few bobblehead dolls I acquired over the years. I don't do a lot of bobblehead dolls. To me, they take up too much space. So it's rare that I have or acquire a lot of bobblehead dolls. The one exception certainly being Mike Schmidt. This one I think I got at a yard sale a long time ago for like $5, or I might have even got it at the stadium when it was given out. It's been so long I don't remember. Boa on the background. Its head was at one time off. I think I super glued it back on. But there you go. My Larry Boa bobblehead doll is my random baseball item of the day. Today's trivia question. You see there the 1983 World Series program. The Phillies lost, unfortunately, to the Baltimore Orioles in that World Series. Cal Ripken's, not his rookie year, but certainly one of his early years. So that program right there is an extra. I actually have an extra program. So this is the prize. I'm going to send you a 1983 World Series program featuring the Phillies and featuring the Phillies and Orioles, if you can answer a simple trivia question specific to that World Series. Since the Phillies lost, you can be sure the answer is not a Philly, but who was the MVP of the World Series in 1983? Be the first person to email me with the correct answer. I will repeat the question and my email in the description below. Little caveat, I'm starting to do this more often because I want more people to get a chance to win the prize. You cannot have answered correctly. You can answer the question and I'll tell you you were right, but you can't win the prize unless you haven't won in for at least 3 trivia questions. So I don't want the same people always winning. So feel free to answer, but you cannot win unless if you haven't won in the last 3 times. So feel free to throw out a guess for me, people. Okay, I hope somebody does win and can get that prize. Today what I want to show off is something related to my PSA cards. I am not a huge PSA buyer. I love Ray from Philly. Ray from Philly is one of my favorite YouTubers. I've said this a number of times. He was my inspiration to get back into card collecting, to start a couple PSA collections. I did the Mike Schmidt Basic Set Registry, which was 47 cards, and obviously included within that was the Mike Schmidt Topps Basic Set Registry, which was 17 cards. I own both of those. And then I thought about doing a couple other PSA set registries, don't have the passion for most of them. I know Ray is constantly doing new players. He just finished off his Palmer one. He finished a bench one. He did a Carlton one. I think he's moved on to Juan Baruchel now. He's got the 300 greatest baseball cards from Mike Payne. He's got post-war Hall of Fame. He's got future Hall of Fame. He's got a whole bunch of PSA set registries active and completed. And amen to you, Ray. Keep going. I love watching your videos. It's just not my passion, although I do enjoy some of them. So I did the Mike Schmidt one, and I decided to do another one when I saw it. It was called The All-Time Greatest Phillies PSA Set Registry. I thought that was right up my alley because it was a Phillies-related one. It has 34 cards. Now, for whatever reason, it stopped back in the 30s with a Hall of Famer Chuck Klein. I don't have a Chuck Klein 33 Gaudy yet. But that was the earliest card that they included on the set. I don't understand why. There are multiple players who are all-time great Phillies who were before 1933 and Chuck Klein. You could have done any number of, you could have done the Cracker Jack 1914-15 Grover Cleveland Alexander. He's a huge star for the Phillies. Could have done an Epirixie. Same thing. He was a star for the Phillies, although most people remember him for the Reds. Certainly could have gone back and done some kind of T206 style or thereabouts for an old Judge, maybe for Ed Delahanty or Sam Thompson. A lot of old style Phillies didn't make the cut. Maybe that's just because of how old they were. Frankly, I think, though, if you were going to do an all-time great Phillies set, you should have had those guys on the list. Just saying, that's me. There's 34 cards in this set. I only have 7 to date, but I want to show them off. And I guess as I acquire more, I will show off more. As I try to do, anything 1980 and above, I'm desperate to get PSA 10s. I don't want to have a card that's what I call a modern card and not have it a PSA 10. I just think, that's scrimping on my end. So the first 2 I have are from 80 or above, and they're both PSA 10. So I have here 1989 Donruss, Curt Schilling, PSA 10. This is Curt Schilling's only rookie card. There are no other rookie cards. No other company included Curt Schilling in their 89 set. As I understand it, they didn't even include him in their update set. I might be wrong about that. But it's my understanding that this 89 Donruss is his only rookie card. And it's funny, he's got the little caterpillar mustache going on there. It's the only time I've ever seen Curt Schilling with a mustache. So that is Curt Schilling. He only was in 4 games that year, the previous year. So maybe that's why nobody else included him. Got to wonder why they didn't put him in the update set, though. But here is my PSA 10 Curt Schilling. The only other one I have from the 80s era is the Darren Daulton one. Legendary catcher for the Phillies. One of the few catchers. In 1992, he became only the 4th catcher ever to lead a league in RBIs when he did it, obviously, for the Phillies in 92. So he was a prolific hitter, a great leader, and still to this day a highly beloved Philly from the 1993 World Series team. Darren Daulton, PSA 10, 1985 Fleer update. Then you get back into some of the older cards. I won't spend too much time on this one. My Mike Schmidt, PSA 7. Seen that a number of times if you watch my channel. My 73 Bob Boone. Bob Boone was the catcher on our World Series team. Dang near Hall of Famer in his own right, simply because of how long he caught, how well respected he was. He was never an offensive threat per se, but he certainly held his own. Certainly deserves consideration for the Hall of Fame simply because of how great he was as a defensive catcher and a caller of pitchers. So here's a PSA 7 Bob Boone Bob Boone rookie card. It's got Skip Jutes and Mike Ivy. Mike Ivy lasted a long time in the majors. Never heard of Skip Jutes, though. So I guess he didn't pan out, unfortunately. Sorry, Skip. And you get back to much older cards. Again, I'm finding bargains where I can. There's a lot to get through here. 1960 Topps Dallas Green. Now, Dallas Green did pitch for the Phillies, as clearly as seen here. He was never going to become a legendary Philly because of his playing career, but what made Dallas Green a legendary member, or a person who warrants inclusion in the all-time great Phillies PSA set registry, is that he was the manager of the 1980 World Series team. So this here is a 1960 Dallas Green rookie card, PSA 7. And I'm going even older. I have here 1949 Bowman, Andy Semenick, PSA 5. Andy Semenick was the catcher of the Phillies Whiz Kids 1950 World Series team. Turn on the back here. You can see here it says catcher, Philadelphia Phillies. And that's what makes him an all-time great Phillies. And he played for the Phillies for a long time, all during the, certainly during the one shining star moment in 1950. But after that, Phillies were pretty much bottom of the pack, as they always had been. And then lastly, the only other card I have from the PSA set registry at this time is Del Ennis, 1948 Leaf 4.5 card. I think it's a very nice example. A couple of the corners are slightly dinged. This one especially, if you can see that, it's got a little bit of a ding to it. Picture's out of focus. I'm not sure if it was always out of focus or maybe just this one example. But it's the oldest card I have. It is the oldest card I currently own. At one time, I did own several T206 cards and a couple Hall of Famers. I sold those off during times when I had to. Would love to get something back in those days. But anyway, this is my 48 Leaf Del Ennis for my all-time Phillies great. So there you go, 7 cards that are part of my all-time Phillies great PSA set registry. I'm going to work on completing that next year. That'll be my target, to go through 2022 and acquire all of the 34 cards that make up that set. I want to thank everybody for checking in here today. That's about all I got to show you. Don't forget the trivia question: who won the 1983 World Series MVP award? And be the first person to email me the answer. I'll send you that program. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and all that. Comment below. Again, thanks for watching. Thanks for taking time out of your day to be with me. Hope to see you again soon. Take care.